What's up, Sensei?
Yo, what up, Jay? All right, man. We're recording this joint, man. All right, so before we even get into this, why don't you tell? We just call you Jay because they don't need to know who you are. But why don't we
Yeah, that's
tell?
cool.
Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Where you used to? Who was you listening to before you came to us?
Oh man, I can't even count the number of people that I've been listening to, man. A lot of people, especially. Well, I started off in the YouTube community. That was where I found the pickup artists and stuff. And then I moved on to like podcasts and listening to like different people. And I actually, the first time I heard you was in Alan Roger Curry's podcast, and you were talking a lot of shit, and it was just your confidence and the way you were saying it. That's what attracted me to you, and I started listening to you through that, and here I am now.
Okay, so you had a you had a little bit of a situation the last two
Yeah,
days. So I guess you're in college, right?
yeah, I'm in college.
You're
Yeah,
in college, and there's a woman that is in your class. Am I correct?
yeah, she's my class.
All right. Well, tell me about. Let's start from the beginning. Like, when did you like notice her? Like, was you say it was August, huh?
Yeah, around August 24th. That's when I
So
started
we're like
school, and
September, October, November, December, January, February. So it's like 6 months later. So
oh
okay,
man, yeah.
hey, 6 months wasted. We'll talk about that. But so you noticed her in class and everything. Now, what stopped you from even talking to her? What happened?
Well, the thing that stopped me from talking to any of the women was because like my mindset was like, I'm just gonna go in here and just get this program over with and just get out. And I just didn't have that mindset at the time of where like, oh, I should be talking to these women even if they're like 4 or 10 years older than me. My mindset was just like, hey, I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm just gonna talk to other girls that are outside of my class. So that was like I was like in a really bad mindset at the time. But
Now,
that was before I got your product. So,
right now, she is she older than you or younger than you?
oh, she's old. She's like 23.
Okay, and you are
Yeah, I'm 19. I'm
okay.
19.
You're 19. She's 23. All right, and you
Yeah,
said she has a nice, like you said, nice round ass. She's Spanish and she looks really hot, huh?
yeah, man. She's fine.
So let's talk about these six. So for 6 months,
Yeah.
you were basically you were just looking and staring, thinking, "Damn, I would really love to get with her, huh?"
Yeah, man. There's actually another one as well, but I don't even want to get into that, man. It's like it's pretty bad, man.
All right, so Jay, you want for 6 months you were staring at it. Okay, so it's all came to a head. It all crashed. Now there was a project that you had to do, right? It was some type of a project you had to do.
Yeah. It was a project. It was actually a homework assignment that was due, and she hit me up on my phone, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And
Right.
then I saw her name, and I was like, "Man, are you stalking me or something like that?" And that's how the conversation started. But I
But
remember that like the day before, she told me that she was gonna go to see 50 Shades of Grey, and I decided to change up the conversation into that so that it doesn't seem like okay, we're just gonna talk about the assignment.
right, just a sign you want to take it now.
Yeah,
So that's when you got in touch with me because you were like, okay, all right,
yeah.
I need help. I need help,
Oh
right?
man, man, when she was talking about the 50 Shades, I was like, oh man, this is gonna go somewhere else, and it's gonna be a good conversation. So I was
now
like,
now
hey, let
let,
me help
let,
you.
now let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Now most guys, if you didn't know me
yeah,
and you were who you used to be,
yeah.
how would things have gone? Would you have run from the conversation she had? What would happen?
No, no. To be honest, I wouldn't have ran from the conversation, but I don't think that I would have gotten to the point where I would have been able to like meet up with her or anything like that, or set up like a meetup spot or a date or something like that. I would never have gotten to that point.
Now,
That's
now, now, now,
to be honest.
look,
Oh man.
you know that. Hey, I've always now again. I know. Well, we're about to get into it, but I know that when I tell you, I guess when you first listened to me, when I was telling guys that, you know what, we can get these women within the day to
Oh man.
to talk about sex, to talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We could do that. Now when you heard that, because you listened to a lot of PUAs before me, I'm sure you were
Uh-huh.
skeptical. I'm sure you were like, dude, these motherfuckers are kind of like full of shit, man. I've heard that before, and it's never happened. Were you anything like that? And again, you're not hurting my feelings. Be honest. Were you?
Nah,
Was
nah.
it?
To be honest, since I like after like a few months of man, it took me a few months to actually like really get into the podcast because I was in a really, really, really bad mindset before that.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me like a few months to actually listen to what you were actually saying, and so I had to go back into the archives and listen to like all your podcasts and your testimonials, and you were pretty consistent with what you were saying, and that was what like really made me buy the product
The
or invest
consistency, yeah,
into the
right,
product.
right.
Yeah,
So,
so I was never skeptical of what you were talking about because you
but
were
what,
like pretty
but
consistent.
was
Yep.
it odd, or like, okay, you listen to all these other guys, and here I
Yeah.
am piping. And look, man, we can get you moved faster than anybody else. And I mean, was it surreal? Was that the reason why you were like, oh shit? What was the reason you contacted me to get to that next point when she mentioned 50?
Man, man, to be honest, it was all the stories that y'all were talking about. That was like you were talking about how you would like okay go and text this girl online or in the Yahoo days in the back in the days. You were talking about how you used to do the Yahoo chat,
Yes.
and these women would buy you tickets to fly over and meet him or just fuck him, man. And that was crazy to me. That was like out of my mind, man. That was a different level. That was
Now,
like,
before we even get now, before we get in what we get to into now that
yeah,
you have been a part of what we said, is
yeah.
your mind fucking blown right now? How are you? Before we even let everyone know what is going on, how are you feeling today, knowing what you accomplished the last 2 days?
Man, it shows me that I have a lot of work to do, man. It shows me that good conversation is the
The
key
the mouthpiece.
to really, yeah, the mouthpiece is the key to really getting yourself in a good position when talking to women. That's what I really need to develop right now. Conversation.
And I guess the second thing you realize that, damn, that motherfucker Steve is a bad
Ah,
motherfucker.
hell yeah, man. Man, I was like, dude, who the fuck is this guy like talking to this chick? And I'm like, oh shit, man. Like the stuff you were like telling me to say, that was like, I was like, Jesus, she's actually responding to it, and
Now
she was,
again, guys, we are going,
oof,
again, this is for you guys and manhood. We're gonna continue the texting with this. Now again, we're gonna just show you. We're gonna break all that down. I'm gonna do all that in the classes. But so basically, you asked me to say a few things to her, show you how to say a few things, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You followed the playbook. Now again, there was some stuff that I said. Did it make you feel uneasy a little bit? Make like, ooh, should I say that? Or did it make you
Nah,
feel?
man. Man, I trust you, man. I trust you. I trust you with what you're doing, man. I wasn't really skeptical. I was like, I had nothing to lose, to be honest. I was like, okay, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. But the thing that really, really showed me that it was working, it was like she was responding to the text, and she was responding back much more aggressively to the text. That's what really,
Not only responding aggressive, but
yeah,
responding sexual.
yeah, sexually aggressive.
And this was somebody that you've been seeing for 6 months. You never really
Yeah.
had a conversation with her.
No,
You
not.
she
It was
tech
only surface level conversation. It wasn't even anything close to it.
anything closer, and then all of a sudden she messages you,
Yeah.
and then you start talking that yak on through word, through the power of your words of what you say.
Yeah.
You started
Yeah.
talking that yak to her.
Yeah.
Not only did you get her, there was attention, there was
Yeah.
attraction, there was
Yeah.
even a point where she was asking you, "What do you want to do next?" Am I correct?
Yeah. 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 Actually, after the first day, like, I met up with her. Like, we were in class, and she was like, actually, when I was passing by, she was like touching my arms and shit.
Now wait,
And
no,
it was
wait, no, no,
crazy.
wait. After okay, so let's okay. It was a day, guys. If y'all know, this is a 2-part day. Okay, day one when I helped him out the first day. So I mean, I helped
Yeah,
you out that night. So the next
yeah, that
day,
night.
yeah, I helped you out that night. So the next day when you saw her, this was the first time in
Yeah,
6 months
yeah,
that she put her hands on you.
yeah,
She was touching you. She was talking. She was engaging you.
yeah. She was making eye contact, like massive eye contact. It was crazy, man.
How did you feel? Amazing. How did you? I mean, look. How did you feel? No, after look. 6 months. Now again, that's why I always say 6 months wasted, but that's fine. But
Yeah.
6 months, and then all of a sudden, through how long do we you texted through? How long was the text for? What we like 20 minutes,
It
30?
was yeah, about 30 minutes or so.
So
Yeah.
in 30 minutes of texting
Mhm.
her, she was touching you, looking at you, engaging you, and
Yeah.
and I'm sure smiling from ear to ear.
Oh man, she was smiling all over the place, man. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So then let's go to the next day. The next day, she returned serve. You started texting a little bit more, but on this day,
Uh huh.
was this the day it got real sexual, or was it at the first day? It was the second day, wasn't it?
It was the second day. The second day, that's when she really, really got into the conversation.
You really got in a conversation where it became very sexual, where you were really talking to her in a way
Yeah.
where you were letting her know what was going to go down if the two of you got together. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What let me ask you a question. Was it was it you driving her around town?
No.
Was it you holding her purse while y'all go shopping?
Oh hell no.
Was it you putting up her Christmas lights or Halloween lights?
Oh no.
Was it you being a shoulder that she could cry on?
Oh no.
Was it you her telling you that you're just a great friend? So it was none of that, right?
Oh no, it wasn't any of that.
It was straight about licking, sucking, and doing a lot of other stuff. Am I correct?
Yeah, man. She even brought some role play into it, man. I was like, holy shit.
And remember now, this is day two where she was down like 4 flats, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, day one, she was actually down.
Yeah, well, she
for
was
that
down day
when we
one, but
started
day
talking.
two,
She was
that's where
down.
but we got sexual day two. It
Yeah,
got
yeah.
sexual.
That's when it got intense, man.
So I just okay. So I want to ask you, what would you say to the guys out there that are have no idea what we do? Number one, they think what they're doing is texting women. They think what they're doing is getting women turned on, and you can see by what we've gone through in those last 2 days and the success that you got that we on some other shit. Won't you say?
Yeah, man. This is a different level, man. Like, the women that you talk to during the day, they just putting up a front, or that's not their real selves. So when you're able to pull out their sexual self through conversation, that's when you really get to see their freaky side, and you really get to see into their fantasies, and that's what really, really, like, blew my mind about this texting conversation that we had
And yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
To me, one of the most amazing things was the fact that you didn't have to talk much. The power was in your words.
Yeah,
Your
man.
your tech. See, that's what a lot of guys understand. You're texting the way. That's why texting. I always tell you that's why texting and making out are your two bridge gaps that you really need to be great in. Because
Yeah.
if you don't text her the way I show you how to text her, you're not gonna get the result. Because, like you say, you see how I was going. I pulled. I took what she said. Right. We
Yeah,
worked those.
you were using what she was saying and actually like throwing it back at her, and she was, oh man, it was just crazy, man. I don't know. But when they see the text, then they're gonna be like, oh, so this is what they were talking about. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was crazy, man.
All right. Well, what I want to just last thing. I'm gonna give you the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure because I always get emails from guys who are like you. I don't want to say like how you used to be, but they're like, well, what what can you show me through my texting or talking? Because remember, you can mix conversation one with this. You can mix dirty talk. There's so many angles and things that you can, the types of women and things like that. So,
oh man, I need to get that dirty talk, man.
But hey, you know what's funny? Think about this.
Yeah.
Look at what you did without the dirty talk. Can you imagine if you did the dirty talk? You see what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy.
Just think about that for a second. You don't have dirty talk, and what you did in 2 days. Number one, got her attention after 6 months, had her touching you, looking at you, smiling at you, and then really day 2 talking dirty with you, talking about licking and doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, man, this is even before the 5 play or any. Or that's before all that.
Think about that for a second. If it's that powerful right there, can you imagine when you add on the dirty talk, the 5 play, the fucking one-on-one? Yeah. See that, and why do you think we have the sexual confidence that we have? Of it doesn't matter if we're on the phone, doesn't matter if I meet you, it's already over, because they're not prepared to meet guys like us, because the normal guy would not even do what you did in 2 days. He would wait 4 or 5 probably months, would you say?
That's true, man.
Wow.
She would the conversation would go on and on and on. You're not even getting anywhere. You're not even going to set up a meetup or anything like that. So by the time you see her sexual side, it's already going to be too late. But with this you get to see her sexual side straight away, and you just cut through the bullshit and you just get to the meats,
Yeah, because now not only are you setting something up as hooking up, but you're telling her to do what? Call you, right? Am I correct?
Yes, call me. Yeah.
She's gonna be calling you instead of you running behind her. So last but not least, how does that feel, man?
Oh man, that feels good, man. It feels good, man. Appreciate that.
Okay, all right. Well, before we go, what would you like to say to anyone hearing this? What do you want to say to them? If you could help them and guide them, they came to you like, man, I've been going to the PUAs, all this other stuff. I've been listening to this guy, listening to that guy. I just haven't got it. What would you say to them? What would you say to them?
First of all, they need to stop listening to everybody else. Stop listening to audiobooks. Stop listening to YouTube, whatever. Whatever they're talking about, just stop listening to those. And the podcasts are I don't know how to say this. The products and the podcasts are totally different.
Two totally different things. Yeah, because the way we teach is totally different from the shows. Yes.
Different level, man. I mean, I use the testimonials as motivation, but I'm talking about the products of full, man. They're so deep that I have to actually sit down and type down the notes and actually read over the notes over and over again to really understand what you're talking about. And it's a different level with the products.
Yeah. So, but now you see that you have a power. You're like I say, you're no different than me, because like I say, you used a little bit of your power the last 2 days.
Yeah, just a little bit, man.
And look what a little bit did. A little bit got her looking, touching, smiling, and this is a fine 20. You're 19, she's 23. This is a little bit got her talking dirty and nasty, and letting you tell her what to do next to her through the messages. Yeah. Through the messages.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about that, because we're gonna take that and we're going to make that the next texting, or add that to the manhood you, and kind of break that down, because we need to keep going, pushing forward. But dude, she's gonna be calling you today.
Yeah. After she watches the movie.
And after 6 months of looking at her from afar, looking at that ass and all that other stuff, all of a sudden, she's got all eyes on you. She's thinking about you and things like that. Did she text you again this morning or anything?
No, she didn't text me this morning. She texted me last night though.
Okay. Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, man, hey, you are in a position that most guys will never get into, and they will never understand, because you and I know at the end of the day, if they keep doing who you used to be, they're never going to get that woman to do what she did to you in 2 days, dog.
Yeah, man. I'm still learning, so man, I have a long ways to go, man.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, man. With that, I want to say thank you very much, man. We'll go ahead and let you go and stuff, man. Thank you for giving us a moment to talk to you and everything, and let people know and realize that we are on some shit that nobody else is on. I guess you can agree to that, huh? They ain't ready for us, huh?
Yeah. They're not. They're not ready for this, man.
Okay.
They're not ready.
Not
All right,
ready.
man. I'm gonna let you know about what's gonna go down.
Yeah, let us know what
today.
goes down, because y'all are supposed to be calling and all other stuff. So keep me posted, and we'll keep everybody else posted. Okay, big dog.
All right, man. I
All
appreciate
right,
it, man.
all right. I'll holler at you later, Jay. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, peace
All
out,
right,
man.
take care.
All right. All right, guys, there you have it. Guys, again, it's our Texting 101 product. We keep telling you guys that the most powerful thing that you have is the fingertips and the way that you can move mountains in her mind by the way you text. It's not all about talking to her, even though that connects later on. But as you can see in this scenario, and we'll be covering that on our next group of Texting 101 classes of how all this went down and how all this worked. So we just wanted to show you a quick testimonial of what happened. This was amazing. The young man's amazed and blown away that after 6 months, he finally got a woman that he's been wanting for 6 months to really go after him the way he's always wanted it. So that's all we have right now. And I just want to say thank you. If y'all got any questions, hit me up, www.themanmindset.com. This is the Dean, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.